we are ready to start. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll go again here with Henry. Ooh. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. On play action, here's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play there for Baltimore. 35 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. 13. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. He gets 3. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Kene Nwanwu now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Brandon Stevens there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now with Rodgers. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
This throw right side is caught by Adams. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Ravens out front. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A give left side. Here comes Hall. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That one caught by Adams. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll try to run for it.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. They'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Back to the left side. Pulled in by Conklin. First down for Aaron. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air?
To the goal line and in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Whoa. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This is Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
No, we changed it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
Let's go. Hey. Middle. You are X. Shut up.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's caught. Derrick Henry.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Tucker's kick is good. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Rodgers on first down. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Coming free is Conklin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Jump out! Get at 300! Get at 300!
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Inside. Rodgers going up top again. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal. A run here with Hall. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Now Rodgers. field, taken on in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, New York. Following the touchdown, the Jets have Rodgers ready to go for two.
630.
Rodgers now. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Ardarius Washington. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Now a return coming from the 14. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down.
Middle.
A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy. Go.
On the handoff, it's Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Back to throw, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Hey, report. 180. What is it?
They'll run it with Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Hey. You change it. Shut up.
To throw is Jackson. Now he takes off.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
One more, ready?
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
180.
That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Hey.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Going to go right back to Henry.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend the stride.
That's taken in, and he's in. Mark Andrews, touchdown Baltimore. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go here in Baltimore. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll work this forward to the 35. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. They face 2nd down and 7.
Ozzy, sit up. Hey, sit up.
On the ground, here's Henry. Henry rumbles to the 1st down and more. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Report.
On the give, here's Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On third down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Jackson, so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Here's the give to Henry, running right. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. 2nd and 7.
Thirteen.
He'll go again here with Henry. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
You at X. Sit up.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Second down and 8.
Get on. Hey, report. You.
Here's Henry. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Middle. Touch.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. He is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in. You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. Whoa. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
Play action now for Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it here with Warren. He will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Warren. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
First carry for one of the most versatile players in the league, Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be taken down.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
Fields to throw. They'll set up the screen to Patterson. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. We're good.
Austin brought in motion. 2nd down. It's Fields. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. They'll run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This, about as short as you can get. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Want to finish this opening drive with 6, so the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. Fields to throw for it. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
On the run, here's Hall. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Another run here with Hall. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. The master of play action, Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. That's a gain of 14 and a first down. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll go down. Back at the 4.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. Zerline's kick. Up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Austin brought in motion. On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Here we go, Scott. Up, 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 up. Right.
They go play action with Fields. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Hey, 10.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Easy. Jump. Angel.
They'll run with Warren. And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the first half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They give to Hall. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On play action, Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Throwing, Rodgers. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Conklin goes in motion. 2nd down, Rodgers. That is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
3rd and 6.
Here we go, son.
Austin brought in motion.
Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready! Ready!
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
No touch that.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on the move. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Into the hands of Campbell. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on fourth down. First down, a run with Barkley. Jukes one defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They go to Barkley again. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. We'll see what they do. A very tempting spot to go for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Toss play to Barkley. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and then move the sticks.
Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. McCarthy starting off with a throw. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is James Cook. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here comes 3rd and 6. In motion, Shakir. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. They go play action now. Here's Allen. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Hey, hold. What's that?
Here's Cook. And that, a thing of beauty. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A carry now for Chandler. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That's caught by Chandler. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that first down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that fourth down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll lead to a second down. Allen working from the pistol. Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills first down. Here's Allen to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He keeps it himself, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But it looks like the Bills are going to get it back. A fortunate break there.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. On fourth down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And he'll spike it to stop the clock. And now, if they choose, have a chance for a long field goal here before the break. On second down, here's McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this stays a 2-score game. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Play action now. It's McCarthy. This one complete to Oliver. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down. All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Ty Chandler. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return starts at the 13. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Josh Allen on the bootleg. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Middle.
On second down, Allen. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Bills first down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Allen going to give it to Cook. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. That lane closed quickly, and here comes third down. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
They'll try it now with Cook. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one down to Chandler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. Space to run. Inside the 20. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. They'll run. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2nd and goal. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This one caught at the 4. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game.
It's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st down. In motion, Shakir. Now Allen on 1st down. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to start this drive. A 2nd big play. This one for 22. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, Shakir. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Alert! Look out!
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century. The home of the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Opposite, green.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And let's give him about 4 on that one.
Hurry.
Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
Check, pink. Black one.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down.
Let's go.
And 5.
Black dot. Dog red. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Down. Shot. 17. 22 middle. Ready.
They'll go for it. Love. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the carry is P-Rod. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it's P-Rod. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Samaje P-Rod. Touchdown, Chiefs. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, Love. That one on target to Watson. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Second and 11. Once again, it's Pacheco. Man. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now the former rushing champ. It's Kareem Hunt. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
That is caught. into the end zone. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10.
Yellow, run, fight, white. Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Ready? Go, take. Let's go now.
Now Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Drill, 52.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
38. Ready?
Here's Jacobs to the 5-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. Powering forward, he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Spartan.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on.
In motion, Reed.
Blaster, six. Set cut.
On first and 10, here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Drill green.
They'll go play action with Love. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down.
Striker, 3-3. Hut.
On first down, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Attack!
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Yellow. Tight.
Mahomes on first down. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This a 44-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will cut the lead down to 4. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's with the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Yellow.
Hopkins sent in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Fire down these two. Right side.
A give here to Pacheco. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Attack. Right side.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. to the left side in the hands of Rice.
Hey, we're good.
3rd and 9.
Hey, 43, 15. Hero, 15. Yellow. Hey, 57. Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Right side.
They'll run with Pacheco. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Cycle. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Ready. Blaster. Set.
That's Dobbs, open left side. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Shot, 17. Ready, go.
And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9.
Black Ultra. Here we go. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That is caught. What a throw. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, KC. On the ground, this is Piron. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On second down, Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Hey, 43.
Here's Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here comes second down.
57.
They'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A run with Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And
this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here's Nixon on the return. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green Jack. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And off we go in Santa Clara. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Go.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Room to run inside the 20. And they finally get to him at the 15. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Back to McCaffrey on second down. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On third down, Purdy. He brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown. Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return starts from the goal line. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Hall once more. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Jets at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now looking to throw with Rodgers. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play. 1st down, ball at the 36. Rodgers here from the gun. Wilson's got it. He's got it in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And that's a New York touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break.
Ready.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And this return is brought to a halt just across the 10. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Rodgers will look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Conklin brings it in. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw by Rodgers. He runs it up to midfield. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Has it at the 11. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Purdy throwing here on 1st. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
60 Eagles. Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Working quickly here. Purdy on 1st down. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. He'll get this one to Adams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, it's Hall. Jukes out a one-stop. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Offense up to the line fast. We give on 2nd to Hall. Juke the defender. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets take the lead as time runs out here in the 3rd. Breece Hall with the touchdown. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell a quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once you touch the 2nd level.
3 quarters in the books from this one. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Caught by Jennings. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hawk 70.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he goes down after a small gain across the 40 to the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 8. Into the hands of Kittle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Working quickly here.
Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
1st down throw by Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On the ready.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Motion man sent left.
Set go.
Now it's Purdy. That's incomplete left side.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready.
Receiver in motion going left.
Go.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers down by 7. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They start the drive with Hall. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Called in left side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Hey, 626.
Here he is to throw. Malachi Corley reels it in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. This one intended for the running back. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Setting up to pass. He finds him beyond the marker. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 14. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Purdy to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jets bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. This will be caught by Adams. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. A very short kick here from the right hash. His kick is good at the ends, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So it's a road win for the Jets. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be, but even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the Spring League star, Jake Bates, to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Yo. Go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
180. 180. Ready, shot. Set up.
Henry again on second down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff, Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. They'll send the tight end in motion. A first down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Middle.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line.
Alpha, sit hot. 180. Ready, shot. Let's go. Sit hot. Sit hot.
They run wide side with Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Ready, shot.
Henry up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 3rd and 2. Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Go, come on! 76, tell him. 76.
Now Goff. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10.
Value 3. Go.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. This now a 3rd and 4. Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, lift. Maverick. Whoa.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, middle. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Gone. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up and block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Jackson going to shift him around. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Sit on, hot. 13. Middle. Sit on.
Throwing is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Report.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Go ahead.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Second down, they go again with Henry. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it. And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. But every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, Alpha, right.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Third down and goal coming up here.
180. 180. Run a shot. Sit up.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field.
Now Goff. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And St. Brown going to have the Lions' 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. 7 seconds to play. No timeouts, remember.
17.
Goff now to throw. This to possibly force OT. This ball intercepted. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.